Good afternoon. This is Philippe, the Learning to Grow guy. Um, I showed you on one of the videos prior to today that something had devoured my tomato plant. Okay, this is one of my favorite tomato plants right here. Well, it's one of my favorites because this is the tomato tree that I've got the largest tomato from. All right, and something came through, devoured all the top. When I went looking for it, I did not find it. However, I was just looking at this other tomato plant and I started to see the same damage on this one. You see what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the branch and guess what? There's the culprit. Okay, that's the culprit right there. You see the little horn on the back of it? Okay, there's the mouth end is right here. This is where the mouth is. And that's where the damage happens at. Okay, I guess it must have heard me moving and it decided to stop. Well, this is as far as it's going to go. Okay, I'm going to break this branch off. Oops, did too much damage. And this thing is not going to, I wish I had some chickens, because if I had some chickens, I would have fed it to some chickens. If I had I don't know, whatever type of animal, I would have fed it to them. Okay, but unfortunately I have nothing. But this son of a gun is thick. Okay, look at the size of my thumb and look at the size of this creature. It's a big one and it's heavy. You see that? You can even see look at that. See that? Anyway, that's the culprit. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's not going to, how you say? It's not going to live long. Okay, it's got a terminal disease as to where something about the heavy foot falling on it or something along those lines. But one key thing to remember about being out here in the garden, okay, and it's really a simple thing. When it comes to dealing with varmints, either they eat or you eat. Okay, yeah, it's either they eat or you eat, and you're both not going to be able to make it if one of them is eating way more than you are able to eat. All right, so like I said, this little varmint here, it's not going to live long. Like I said, it's got a strong case of footitis. So go little buddy, try to live your life on your own. Try to live your life on your own. But like I said, it's got a case of footitis or stumpitis, however you want to call it. But the bottom line is that it's got a terminal disease. And guys, I'm really sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's either footitis or brick fall upon me-itis. It's one or the other. And I think right now, well, you don't see what I have in my hand, okay? You don't see that, okay? I'm just trying to fix my earpiece in my ear, and that's all I'm trying to do, all right? But yeah, something along about how you call that? Stumpitis. No, little buddy, don't die. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Anyway, like I said, it had a terminal illness. It wasn't gonna make it, and I'm really sorry for the poor critter. But stuff like that happens. But this is life out here, though. This is life out here in country, doing your country living type of thing. How you say? Creatures come out and they eat your livestock and they eat the things that you have, your food that you're trying to grow. You got your chickens and you're trying to grow your eggs. And of course, the varmints come out and they eat what you got. And so, I mean, that's just life out here, out here in the country. You get to understand the whole life thing, the whole thing as to where something takes something and they eat it so they can survive. And it's like with these varmints, whether it be deer for some people, whether it be raccoons for others, whether it be possums for somebody else, whether it be birds or whatever it is, you got to take care of the varmints. I like birds. If I had birds as varmints, I'd probably get some, how you call those, fishing nets, fish type of nets to put over my blueberry bushes or whatever it is that I have. so that the birds would not get to them. You know, they do sell those netting. They're nice netting. As a matter of fact, in the comes the fall, I'm going to be ordering some for all of my fruit trees because varmints that I did not catch, varmints that I did not see, they ate all of my what is that? My peaches. I had a tree, man. It was beautiful, man. It had some beautiful stuff growing on it. Beautiful peaches, man. I was so looking forward to having some peaches. But guess what? They got to it and they took every last one of them, okay? I had some apples, okay? Come on, fly, shoo. I had some apples. This is why I wear this hat, okay? Because it's got that back cover and I can put this around my chin here. And it covers my back because the I think it's deer flies or some other fly, they like to come and get you from the back of your head, and they'll hit you in the back of your head. They'll even bite you in the back of your head, and next thing you know is that you got a bug bite. So anyway, I had some apples on one of those trees, okay, and the apple was I think it was an Arkansas black apple, and that son of a gun had some. It had at least 5 apples on there that I was looking forward to enjoying and things of that nature. But guess what? The varmint came. Okay, they came and they took my apples. Hello? They took my apples. Yeah, so they ate all my stuff, and so anyway, that's just how country life is. If even in the city, I know back in the city of Chicago, I had a Asian pear tree, and that Asian pear tree, it just produced the sweetest, the juiciest Asian pears. It actually started out as a Asian pear tree that had 3 varieties grafted onto it. One of the varieties died off, but nevertheless, I still had 2 more varieties on there. And I've actually got one of the varieties growing out here, and I'll show you that briefly. And here's the tree, okay? Ah, shucks, spider web. Okay, anyway, this is the variety right here. All right, this is one of the varieties that was on my tree. And to me, it's like that had some of the juiciest stuff. But look, I've got one, and I've got one more. Please don't tell me squirrel got to it. I had 2 on this tree. Ah, here it is. And this is the second one right here, okay? So, Asian pear. That pear tree over there had a few pears on it too, and of course they didn't make it either because of certain varmin. So anyway, out here in the country, you got to use varmin be gone, and sometimes when you apply that varmin be gone, sometimes it's shotgun, sometimes it's traps, sometimes it's brickitis, sometimes it's stump with the footitis, but varmints got to be taken care of out here. And like I always say, it's either you eat or they eat, or they can get out. Okay, so that's basically it. And yeah, but I didn't do it. I didn't take care of that. All I know is the thing was dying, and I was just trying to help it out, put it on the road in the hopes that it would how you say, get free. But unfortunately, that particular hornworm did not get free. So back at the potato plant, not potato, tomato plant, I'm checking to see if there's any more. And like I said before, this tomato plant here, that's why I got the largest tomato I've grown so far in my life. And there's still 3 more. Look at that. Look at the size of this. Oh, this one started ripening. I gotta pick it. But look at the size of this thing. Okay. Anyway, I've got some leaves I gotta cut off. And if on this one I could find the varmin, but I did not. But the tree's trying to bounce back. You see that? It's trying to bounce back. And anyway, that's all I've got for y'all. Remember, you gotta take care of your varmints, okay? You gotta take care of this. Such good guys, you know? And if you don't take good care of them, when those diseases are coming, you're going to lose them, all right? So, y'all take care. Just messing around. But God bless y'all. Take care.